Good morning and welcome. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. It is the third day of March 2021. It is cold and supposed to rain here in Ventura. I am your grumpy guide to all things gaming, the old in OSR, and it's time for the Kickstarter crowdfunding news. And what a year 2020-2021 has been for crowdfunding. Record numbers, and record amounts of projects being crowdfunded and kickstarted. It's definitely the future of the industry. I mean, we have $2 million Kickstarters running right now. And there's 9 other platforms that are being Kickstarters that are entering into the six-figure club as well. So the following is a list right now of the ones that are making a lot of money. The One Ring role-playing game, Free League, its Kickstarter is ending tomorrow. It has already hit the 1 million mark. The Seeker's Guide to Twister Taverns from Elementor C, its Kickstarter is ending this weekend. It's already hit the $1 million mark. We have Vault of the Magic for 5th edition from Kobold Press. That's close to the $1 mark. We have Hexbound, a Witcher release supplement for 5e from Hit Point Press, also ending its Kickstarter soon, and that's in the 6-figure mark. Thudavang, Seeds of the Vanyar from Riot Minds is running close. Traveler Mercenary Campaigns in the Far Future from Mongoose, 5-figure line. Roll and Play, the Fantasy Character Kit from Roll and Play Press, also ending its Kickstarter and also in the high range. Coyote and Crow, the role-playing game from Connor Alexander. That's made the 4-figure, 5-figure. Lex Arcana, Darcia and Thacia and Italia from Quality Games. Those are world books for the Quality Games Lex Arcana role-playing game. Those are all in the 5-figure club as well. Let's Roll, an immersive and easy-to-use virtual tabletop from Let's Roll. That's all in the 3 and 4-figure. And Dungeon Alchemist from Worm D Heart. It's also in the 3 or 4-figure line. So those are all Kickstarters are ending this week, this month, and all of them have crossed the 3, 4, 5, 6-figure line, including the One Ring role-playing game and the Seeker's Guide to Twister Taverns hitting that million mark. So congratulations, guys. Congratulations, Kickstarter. Speaking of ones, we just mentioned Roll and Play, the Fantasy Character Kit from Roll and Play Press. That is ending its Kickstarter, and this is 168 pages of options to roll and create your fantasy character. So backgrounds, appearances, random tables, life paths, stuff like that. We have from Nerdburger Games, What Once Went Wrong. This is a zine, sort of a quantum leap, time travel role-playing zine. $6, not bad. And I like the name, Nerdburger. From Goodman Games, we have Crypt of the Devilish for Dungeon Crawl Classes and 5th edition. This is a 60-page adventure mall, resurrecting a 15-year-old classic that, I don't know, Crypt of the Devilish. Has anybody ever heard of it? How is it a 15-year-old classic? I guess it was introduced in Gen Con 2004 and includes a mummy dragon, a castle suspended above lava by change, and more, designed for 4 to 6 players at 15th level. So it's an homage to Tomb of Horrors, Crypt of the Devilish. It's not just a lich, it's a devilish. $60 for an already fully funded Dungeon Crawl Classic 5th edition adventure homage to Tomb of Horrors kind of thing. Crypt of the Devilish. From Skeeter Green Productions, we have Crypto Codex for Dungeon Crawl Classics and Mutant Crawl Classics. This is Critters for your apocalyptic aftermath game. So critters, monsters, Lovecraftian horrors, mutants, weird crap. This is all third-party monsters designed for Dungeon Crawl Classic, Mutant Crawl Classic. That's Kickstarter is ending this month, and it's $25 whatever. So if you're looking for some mad mutant, bizarre monsters to flesh out your DCC game. Check this out. From Gaming Ballistics, we have character collections for the fantasy trip. Whoa, the fantasy trip? It is ready to use NPCs for the fantasy trip. Steve Jackson's fantasy trip didn't. Yeah, I think they did a remake of Fantasy Trip last year, so maybe that's why this guy's doing this. I remember hearing something about Jackson was re-releasing Fantasy Trip. So here we go, some NPCs for the Fantasy Trip. I remember loving the Fantasy Trip when I played it in the 80s. From Lamprey Games, we have Zine Quest 2021. Wizard's Grimoire. So this is a series of adventures written by Vincent Baker, the creator of Powered by the Apocalypse. So Wizard's Grimoire is a zine role-playing game. So okay, there we go. So if you want to play a wizard, this campaign supports the first one in which you play an ambitious wizard who found a grimoire beyond your skill, but not beyond your ambition. So there you go. Sounds interesting. Okay, from DM Yourselves from Tom Scott. This is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition RPG zine telling you how to run solo 5e adventures for yourself. From Kids Arcanum, we have Crafty Quest Box, your kid's first fantasy adventure. This is a kids RPG and activity box set. Want a box of RPG-related crafts for your youngest to play with. This box offers tactile, immersive RPG experience for kids that may be too young to read in-depth rule sets. So, I don't know. Sounds like you could do the same thing with Legos, but whatever. From Philip Reed Games for Philip Reed Games. God, I need to learn how to talk, or I need more caffeine. For Mark Borg, we have 2 adventures: the unclean leper lore of the foul wizard Brahm, and the sacred teachings of Titus the Unliving Magus. So Philip Reed Games is releasing 2 adventures for Mork Board, including Unclean Powers, Sacred Powers, experiments in formatting, context and delivery, creating fold-out RPG products. It's a DM screen. So basically it's an adventure that's also a screen, that's also a support book with stuff from Mork Board. And wow, hasn't this ended yet? They keep saying that they're funding this, but I thought this already ended. Okay, one-page adventures from D&D 5th edition, I guess, has been extended for its Kickstarter. I guess they haven't made their money yet, so they've extended the Kickstarter. This is from EN Publishing. This is the 4th week in a row this has been on the list. So obviously something's going wrong with this one, that they have to keep extending the end of their Kickstarter. But it's a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition book. So if you want a series of one-page ready-to-run adventures to fit into your existing campaigns for those things when, things just don't go the way you want and you need to throw a little extra stuff, consider supporting this game product. And that is it for... I'm drinking soup because it's cold, but really I should go get some coffee, except there's no place around here to get coffee. So that is everything that is supposedly crowdfunding this week, though some of these dates are tentative, i.e. the one-shot adventure one, because it's the 3rd week in a row it's been saying it's ending its crowdfunding. If any of those Kickstarters sound interesting to you, check them out on your favorite crowdfunding Kickstarter page, or go into your friendly local game store, that's Cess Games and Anime here in Ventura, and ask them to look into it for you. Kickstarters are always fun. They usually send you free stuff. Of course, there has been a lot of controversy in the Kickstarter land the past 24 hours because of the Swords Fall thing, but I'm not going to address that because I don't know anything about it. If you appreciate this content, comment down below. If you don't appreciate this content and are planning on unsubscribing, let me know why, because I can't fix it if I don't know what's broken. Hit that thumbs up, like this video, share it with somebody else, and if you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, please subscribe and help me hit 500 subs by August 4th. And don't forget, support me. I will sell out, and I need money, And I'm Cold. I have been your grumpy guide to all things gaming, the old and OSR. I will talk to you losers later.